So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you.
Attack! Working from the gun, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Woodson. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So here's Vic following the interception, and he'll get this one complete to T.O. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vic got a man. It's Randy Moss. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will find T.O. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch. Check. Lucky. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Buying time to his... Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there, as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Vick doing it himself from 9 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 50. Hey.
Mahomes Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 43.
On first down, Mahomes keeps himself upright. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. There he goes left side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Score, baby. That's it, huh?
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Bruce Smith.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
H3, 218, chopper.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch the whip. He's coming.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Let's stop.
Sean Taylor there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Hey, 43, 15. Check. Mike's 50. Y'all not ready. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 15. Hero 15. Showing it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
66. Bullet hot. Yellow. Foxtrot.
Here we go. 4th down. Mahomes forced out to his left. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Chad Bailey. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They just get the play off. Now Vick. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That is caught by Moss for an Oakland touchdown. Randy Moss, 58 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check. 43. 43. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. On third down, Vic. And the Raiders have got him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Check three, check three, check three. Switch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They will indeed go for it. Vic trying to lay one up deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Yellow. Let's go, Wolverine. 0-15. time. Let's get off the field. Let's get it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Kill.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mike 50, huh? Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe, defense.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and he is met quickly in the back. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
That's a lie. 50. Go. Hey, watch the screen. 15. Watch the score. Mike 50. I don't think you got it, sir.
Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. That is caught by Moss. Touchdown, Raiders. Randy Moss there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. On first down, Jackson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
It's second and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Vic to throw. Out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He's brought down by
He's done right here.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. 20, 10, and in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. You know, a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play, Vic DeMoss, 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play in the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
This one caught by Terrell Owens. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Back to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Vic. The quick slant caught. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Watch out, watch out. Tight end right, tight end right.
Today,